young men. This is commentary from James Brown. The numbers are clear and in some ways surprising. In other ways, not so much. Young men and women are on different paths. More women, aged 25 to 34, are entering the workforce than ever before, while young men seem to be treading water. Over the last decade, the share of young men in the labor market has not grown. In fact, men in this group are twice as likely to live with their parents compared to women. And there are more of them neither employed, nor in school, or in training programs. But these statistics don't capture the personal stories behind all this. The Wall Street Journal spoke to Dan and Joanna Moreno, for example. Their daughter recently graduated from business school and got engaged, while their 3 adult sons are still living at home. Dan told them that they love them. But that's not how you build a life. No kidding. Then there's Ronan Connervy, a 21-year-old whose college experience was derailed because he partied too much. His post-pandemic return to campus was more about socializing than studying. I didn't actually spend the time to think, hey, are these people I'm hanging out with good people? He said. It's a question that many of us have to ask at some point in our lives. So, hey, what's going on here? Experts point to several factors. Gender roles are shifting, and the traditional single-earner family structure is disappearing. On top of that, industries that typically employed young men, like manufacturing, have been in decline. According to Richard V. Reeves of the American Institute of Boys and Men, many young men are feeling uncertain about their place in society. They're unsure if they're needed by their families or their communities. As family formation fades, or it's at least delayed, young men are left asunder. I know I certainly felt that way. If we want to have a happy, healthy society going forward, we need both sexes to feel like they have places in our society. I understand on some levels the overcorrection that's happened in the recent decades. Women were shunned from the workplace for the most part in the first few centuries of American history. But I do think there's a future where both men and women can feel like they have the same platter of options without one dominating the other. The question I have for you all is, what can be done to help these young men find their footing again? How would you do it? Or should we worry about this at all? Let me know in the comments and support my work at jamesbrowntv.substack.com. On that note, I'm James Brown, and as always, be well.